Space, the black canvas speckled with we have so little beauty left. This floods the bridge. This planet it shines with such promise, such innocence, and it is my duty to take from the species who call themselves humans their planet. We need it for ourselves if we're to survive. The world is beautiful from orbit. That word, beauty, it has become archaic in our language, since we have so little beauty left. This, a pale blue dot against the backdrop of the cosmos. This is Earth. This is their home, the home of humans. Through their naivety, they broadcast their presence to the galaxy, and we found them. Now what is theirs will be ours, and they only have themselves to blame. This is our salvation. Our scanners hum with activity, gathering data, analyzing, processing. The information floods the bridge. This planet is primitive. I look at my crew, anticipation and apprehension in their eyes, a mirror of my own emotions. We have traveled light years for this, our mission to locate a new home, a planet to claim as our own. Our world is dying, ravaged by war, greed, and short-sighted indifference. Consumed by our own greed, we want it, we need it. Earth, it shines with such promise, such innocence. I grip the command chair, a nervous habit from my younger years. Earth seems so vulnerable. Their technology is cute, almost laughable, such short-sightedness. We learn these lessons for sustainability. I find my face. I glance at our warp drive, capable of bending the fabric of space-time. We can travel light years in mere days. The irony does not escape me. We initiate a deeper scan. It appears they rely on fossil fuels, a finite and destructive energy source. Their atmosphere is choked with pollutants. I shake my head. Such short-sightedness. We learned these lessons long ago. No, that's not quite right. We didn't learn until it was too late. Now we must rob humanity to save ourselves, and I will carry out my mission. We paid the price for our ignorance. I look to the world below. Their cities sprawl across the continents, a chaotic maze of concrete and steel, etched with patches of green. They seem to have little regard for efficiency, for sustainability. I find myself drawn to their story. My gaze falls upon their oceans. Vast is now a parched wasteland, re-waged with their yellow dwarf star. Attribute the lifeblood of any world, and the blood of this world runs thick. And here they have it in abundance. I am astonished, for even in our prime, a mere 10% of our world was covered in water. This world boasts more water than land. Our own planet, once lush and vibrant, is now a parched wasteland. We waged wars over droplets, for just one more sip that may quench our insatiable thirst. We fought tooth and nail for every precious drop. It seems unfathomable now, to have so much water, such life-sustaining nourishment. To take it for granted now fills me with shame. I see rivers snaking across continents, lakes shimmering like jewels. The polar ice caps gleam in the light of their yellow dwarf star, a tribute to the planet's health. We haven't seen such a sight in millennia, and even then, perhaps not such a thing of beauty. Do they not know the gift into which they were born? I feel a pang of longing, of regret, a bittersweet ache for a home we can never reclaim, and yet a flicker of hope. The bridge is silent as we watch. They have been, what should have been, here. The temperature, the wind patterns, swirling patterns of white and grey, a symphony of atmospheric movement, lightning flashes in the distance, a brief but brilliant display of energy. On our world, storms are rare, carefully controlled. Our vast deserts shame us, clearly visible from orbit, as we contemplate what may have been, what should have been. Here, storms, born of Earth's abundant water, rage with primal fury. I find myself strangely drawn to their power. It is a reminder of the forces at play, the delicate balance of nature, something we, in our arrogance, sought to control, and ultimately destroyed. The data streams in, analyzing the composition of their atmosphere, the temperature, the wind patterns. It is all so different from our own, and yet so familiar. Life didn't even have to try to find a way on this blue gem of tranquility. My analytical mind kicks in, assessing. We could crush them without a second thought. Or was it all lies? Was our world true, its inhabitants, oblivious? This is my mission. My feelings cannot get in the way. I must take it be from them. I could do so with such ease. It would be easy though, too easy. Our weapons far surpass their primitive technology. Our ships fast and more powerful than the humans can imagine. We could crush them without a second thought. And yet, something holds me back. Is it their vulnerability, their innocence, or is it something more? I cannot shake the feeling that there is more to these humans than meets the eye. They possess a certain spirit, a tenacity that I do not recognize, a will to survive. We had that once, before the wars. At least I have been told we did. Or was it all lies? Was our world truly like this before the greed consumed us? I find myself hesitating. Their history is a confluence of conflict, a never. Amidst the chaos, I see act in their archives, the wars, the battles, the senseless loss. It is a story as old as time itself. We too were once ravaged by war, our own planet scarred by the wounds of conflict. It is a darkness that lies at the heart of every sentient being, and yet there is something different about these humans, something hopeful. Amidst the chaos, I see acts of compassion, of selflessness, of love. They form bonds, create families, build communities. They strive for connection, for understanding. We organize ourselves in units of pragmatism. We have no concept of compassion, of kindness, of love. At least we cannot express such feelings overtly. That is the ultimate taboo. It is a stark contrast to the cold, calculating logic that governs my own people. I watch footage of their world. A man helps an elderly witness. I find myself questioning a playground. Strangers offer comfort to those in need. These acts, so small, so insignificant, they stir something within me, a warmth I have never known, an emotion I cannot quite place. On our world, such displays of empathy are weakness, a liability. We value strength, power, ruthlessness. I find myself questioning everything I have ever been taught. The burden of command weighs heavily upon me. The knowledge sits heavy in my gut, a bitter truth. It all rests on my shoulders. And now, this revelation. These humans, they are not the monsters we expected. They are flawed, yes, capable of great destruction. But they are also capable of great love. They strive to be good. They want to be good. I can feel it. They truly believe in redemption. The knowledge sits heavy in my gut, a bitter truth I cannot ignore. We cannot simply conquer this world, enslave its people. I stare out at the blue planet, a beacon of foundations of our society, to question that could this be our salvation, not as conquerors, but as students? Could we learn from these humans, embrace their capacity for compassion? Could their strengths be the very thing that saves us from ourselves? The thought is radical, dangerous even. This thought alone is subversive. To challenge the very foundations of our society, to question the tenets upon which our civilization was built. But as I watch these humans living their lives, loving, laughing, grieving, I dare to hope, perhaps, just perhaps, there is a different path for us, a path that leads not to conquest and destruction, but to peace and understanding, a path that leads us home. Earth, it shimmers in the void, I remember the stories my grandfather used to tell. It is in stark contrast to my home, our home. Before, I shake my head, pushing the thought away. The past is gone, lost to us forever. Our planet was once like this, lush, vibrant, teeming with life. We had oceans too, smaller, yes, but oceans nonetheless, vast and blue, just like these. I remember the stories my grandfather used to tell. He was a historian, a keeper of our lost legacy. He would describe the days when our skies were clear, the air clean and sweet, when our people lived in harmony with nature. It all changed when we discovered the power source, the sun. The planet groaned under the weight of our planet's core. They called it Zython. It promised prosperity, advancement, a new era for our people. But Zython was a double-edged sword. It was addictive, corruptive. It fueled our greed, our ambition. We became obsessed with acquiring more power, more wealth, more territory, less love. The planet groaned under the weight of our industries. The skies turned grey with pollution. Our oceans turned black, choked with toxic waste. The wars began slowly. At first, our skies rained fire, and our various disputes over territorial boundaries. But soon, the conflict escalated, fueled by our greed and our fear. We developed weapons of unimaginable power, devised strategies of ruthless efficiency, turned our technological prowess against ourselves. Brother fought against brother, friend against friend. Our cities burned, our skies rained fire, and our very souls descended into the depths of our now dead world. Our once beautiful planet was transformed into a desolate wasteland, our home destroyed by our own hands. I bear the weight of our past sins, the response for generations. Can we learn from our past? It is a heavy burden to carry, and now here I am, poised on the brink of repeating our mistakes. Earth, this beautiful, fragile world. It is a mirror reflecting our own failings, a reminder of what we once were, what we lost. Can we break free from the cycle of violence that has haunted us for generations? Can we learn from our past mistakes and choose a different path? Protocol dictates I should report my findings, her star, not if I can help it. Our salvation delivered on a silver platter. My mission, they would celebrate my name, hail me as a hero. I look at the faces of my crew. Their eyes reflect my own turmoil. We are warriors, yes, survivors, but we are not barbarians, not anymore. Not since seeing this blue-green globe that shimmers so vibrantly under the light of her star. Not if I can help it. The protocol is clear. No contact, no interference. We observe. We assess. We exploit. It's the law of our people, the law of the jungle. But this feels different. These humans, they don't deserve this fate. They deserve a chance. Why should they suffer for our mistakes? The message will travel at speeds which make the speed of light, their struggles, their triumphs, across the vast emptiness of space. It will reach our homeworld in a matter of hours. I will transmit my message of defiance. The die will be cast. I choose my words carefully, each syllable heavy with the weight of my decision. I describe the beauty of this world, the resilience of its people, their capacity for love, for compassion. I tell them of their wars, their struggles, their triumphs. I paint a picture of a species teetering on the edge of a knife, as we once did. But I see something within them we never had. Hope, capable of both great darkness and great light. I plead for understanding, for patience. I beg them to see these humans not as a conquest, but as a reflection, a warning. The hum of the ship's engines is deafening. I wait for our people. He dismisses my concerns. My hands frozen, holding their breath. We are all traitors now, bound by a shared act of defiance. A response, finally. The comms panel crackles to life. The face that appears is not one I recognize. Cold, hard, ruthless. A new leader molded in the fires of our dying world. He speaks of duty, of destiny, of the survival of our people. He dismisses my concerns, my pleas. He orders me to proceed with the mission, to secure the planet, to neutralize any threats. His words wash over me, hollow, meaningless. I have seen the enemy, and it is not them. It is us. We are the monsters we have always feared. The tension on the bridge is palpable. I can feel the earth, away from the clutches of our past, a mixture of fear, confusion, and hope. I see it in their eyes, a flicker of the same fire that burns within me, a desire for something more, something better. We may be on our own now, branded as traitors, but we are not alone. I input new coordinates, our course shifts, away from Earth, away from the clutches of our past. Where we are going, I do not know. One thing is certain, we will forge our own destiny. We will find a new home, a place where we can live in peace, a place where we can learn from our mistakes. My crew watches me, waiting to find. Did they ever imagine a world tools, their fragile structures, our innocence, our compassion, our very souls, swirling blues and greens of that innocent planet, Earth? Have we ever truly looked at the stars? I wonder, with anything other than ambition? Our ancestors, the ones who dreamt of reaching for those distant lights, did they ever stop to consider what they might find? Did they ever imagine a world like this, unspoiled, brimming with life, a testament to the enduring power of nature? Or were they blinded, as we were, by the insatiable hunger for conquest? We were so certain of our own righteousness, so convinced that our technological superiority gave us the right to claim whatever we desired. We call the humans primitives, mock their simple tools, their fragile structures. But what does that say about us? We who have poisoned our own world, scorched our own cradle in the pursuit of power. I look at Earth, a priceless jewel against the black backdrop of space, and I see not a conquest but a mirror, a reflection of what we were, what we could have been. And for the first time, I understand the true meaning of loss. It is not just the loss of our home, but the loss of our innocence, our compassion, our very souls. My hand trembles as I reach for the communication panel, break free from the cycle of destruction that has haunted. I will tell them of the beauty I have witnessed. We can learn to live in harmony with ourselves and respect our own. Is what I would have done once, but something has changed. Looking at Earth, I feel a surge of something unfamiliar. Hope, a fragile seed taking root in the barren landscape of my soul. We have a chance here to break free from the cycle of destruction that has haunted our species for millennia. A chance to learn from our mistakes, to choose a different path. The message I send will not be one of conquest, but of peace, a message of hope, a plea for understanding. I will tell them what I have seen here, the resilience of life, the power of compassion, the enduring strength of the human spirit. I will tell them of the beauty I have witnessed, the lessons I have learned. I will tell them that we cannot keep running from our past, that true strength lies not in conquest, but in redemption. The message will be a lesson, a testament to the enduring power of hope, a message that whispers of a different future, a future where we might yet find our way back from the brink, a future where perhaps we can learn to live in harmony with ourselves, with each other, and with the universe around us. It is a long shot, I know, but even in the darkest of nights, a single star can light the way. This is my hope. This is my prayer. This is my legacy. Whatever my superiors command, I will let the earth grow and trust that humans will have the wisdom to nourish their world, because we failed to even respect our own. Take solace in the knowledge that I respect you, you simple but curious humans.